Alright, today's notes is on inscribed figures. And these inscribed figures are figures that are two-dimensional, but they don't have just nice, easy length times width and whatnot. We have some different dimensions to them, and so we're going to be using some different areas to help us figure them out. Okay. So our directions here have find the area of the shaded region of each of the following figures. Okay. So if I look at my first one here, I notice that I have two squares. The one on the inside is not shaded, the one on the outside is shaded. So it's kind of like a picture frame. So basically when I found the shaded region, I'm looking for this region right here that's all around. Okay. Now to go ahead and do that, I'm going to go ahead and figure out what my total area is. Okay. So we're going to say a whole shape. And I'm going to use a simple just length times width to figure that out. In this case it is 8 times 8. Giving me a 64 square inches. I'm then going to go ahead and figure out this inside part here, the part that's not shaded, because I'm going to end up subtracting it from it eventually. So we're going to go ahead and do the small square or inner square we can write. Okay, and that is again length times width, but as a 4 times 4 is 16. Again, that is inches squared. I'm going to go ahead again, like I said, and take the difference of these two. I'm going to go ahead and take what I found the middle part to be and subtract it from the whole area. So we're going to do, this is the shaded area. So that's going to be a 64 minus 16 is 48 inches squared will be my answer. Alright, number 2. Notice how I have a rectangle here, and then cut out of this rectangle is this little half circle right here. So I'm going to go ahead and have to figure out what my half circle is as well as my whole rectangle to figure out my shaded region. Okay, so let's go ahead and do my rectangle first. Okay. And that is a length times width I'm going to use. So 13 times 9. And that is 117 meters squared. Then I'm going to go ahead and figure out my, let's say, half circle. Okay, and I know the area equation to find for circle is pi r squared. Let's go ahead and find that. I'm going to do pi, I'm going to do 3.14. 3.14 times our radius here, and that is not, it's not going to be 7, it's going to be 3.5 squared. And for that, when I multiply it, I get an answer of 38.47, and that is meters squared. Now I'm not going to subtract this whole thing right here because that would be the area of an entire circle. That's only a half circle that's shown there. So I need to actually divide that by 2 first, and I go ahead and get, let's think about 19.23 or 19.24 we could say. Alright, now that I've found the whole area and then I found the half circle area, now I can go ahead and subtract them. So 117 minus 19.24, and I get an answer of 97.76 meters square, or I can round it to 98 meters squared. Either one works. Okay. All right, number 3. This time I have the whole item is shaded, but I can see that I have 2 different shapes going on there. Looks like I have a rectangle here if I kind of combine this, and then I have a half circle. I'm sorry, not rectangle, but triangle. So I'm going to go ahead and find the triangle first. And my equation for finding it is my half times base times height. I'm going to do half times 9. And then for my base here as well, that was my height, was my 9. My base, I know that the radius is 3 there, so the diameter I know is going to be 6, and then add 4 more on is going to be 10. Okay. That should give me an answer of 45 inches squared. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my half circle. And again, that is pi r squared, 3.14. I know my radius is 3. And I'm going to put multiplied by half in there already, because again it's a half circle. Multiply those all together and I get 14.13 squared. So I'm going to go ahead, instead of subtracting these though, I'm actually going to combine these because I am combining the half circle and the triangle there. So we're going to say, we'll say whole shape. It's going to be 45 plus 14.13. An answer of 49.13 inches squared. Oops. Make that 59. 59.13 inches squared. Alright. So that's pretty much the basic of it. You just have to kind of see what shape you're working with and what equations you're going to have to use. Okay? So here's some examples for you to do. Okay? You're going to find the shaded region in the middle here. This one looks like you're going to find this outer ring right here. And then number 6 here, we have our rectangle and then a half circle. These are a little hard to see. Just make sure you use 15 feet and 34 feet for this one. Okay. So go ahead and try those 3 on your own, and then you can go ahead and check to see how you've done after you pause the video. Alright, number 4, you should have gotten for the square 576 square feet. And you should notice that the unshaded area, if you put those 4 together, should make a circle, giving you 452.16. Subtract them and you would get 123.84 square feet. Number 5, you would find the whole shape, okay, the area of it, and you get 78.5. The unshaded portion then is 28.26. Excuse me. And then if I go ahead and subtract those 2 to find just the shaded, I would get an answer of 50.24 inches squared. Alright, number 6. I have my rectangle and I have a kind of a half circle there. So I find my rectangle is just 510. Then I find my half circle, which is 176.63. And then I would find my whole shape being 686.63 feet squared, or square feet. So that is our inscribed figures and how to find the areas.